Imagine a day where almost all of your belongings are taken away for no fault of yours, and what you had at that time, nothing in terms of material, but the hope was there. I see the things in 1990. 1/6 of the population of Bhutan, mostly people from minority communities of that country, Hindu minorities, they were forced out of the country. We were just lying on the bank of a river, not knowing what next. The day when we left the country, when my parents left the country, they left at night. If things were moved a little bit here and there, they would have either killed or they were put in a jail. Because their friends, their family members were taken into the jail, and many of them were killed by the king. One of the biggest obstacles in the refugee camp among many is you are considered less than human. You do not have a citizenship. When you don't have a citizenship, almost all of your doors are closed. We didn't have a choice to make our voice heard. We didn't have a choice to run for office or anything of that nature. I was a very little young man, young boy, used to think why this has happened to me. I knew that because I was not the citizen. It was taken away because whom I look like, because of what faith I belong to, and because of what language I spoke. I used to get up in the morning in the refugee camp and think why we are here and how long we are going to be here, and no idea how long there, right? But what was there means you have a hope that this will change one day. I mean, we didn't have a house, we didn't have a school, we didn't have enough cloth to wear, we didn't have a cloth to sleep. But even then we were happy. I just think of those days back. We were happy. In the refugee camp, you don't know how many years you will be there. We were for 18 years there. The hope is the only thing that was with us when we were forced out of the country and we were in the refugee camp after resettlement. 2009, when I landed in the United States, I was promised was that I had my voice. And after resettlement in the country, we had a lot of challenges in the beginning. Challenges in terms of navigation, challenges in terms of accent, that very accent that we have, and challenges in terms of the food and the culture and the tradition of this country. We were resettled by LIRS. From New York to Colorado Springs, there are 2-3 planes we need to transit. Automatic door opened when we reached to the door. So literally we were thinking America is welcoming an open door. 5 years later, I became a naturalized citizen. One of the proudest moments. The federal judge, he announced the most important thing: run for office, and the one is to vote. That means you have a voice, and also you have a right to change. If you do not like the people in the office, either you can run yourself or you can change that person.
I told her I'd bring her my friends, you know what I'm saying? This is hers. Denver County. That's for Licking County, it's for Mandy for Scuba.
In 2012, the first family moved to Reynoldsburg from a Bhutanese community. Almost all of them are former refugees. If you go around the city today, there are more than 100 Bhutanese-owned businesses and at least 6 Bhutanese-owned restaurants in a very small city in Reynoldsburg, Ohio, with a population of 40,000 or less people. Whenever I think about kids, I think about fun and the time the kids spend. Most of the time, I tell them that having fun is more important than anything else they do. I want them to enjoy every moment rather than doing any other things. So that's what I think. Always tell them, remember your history. We were forced out of that country with no fault of ours. To be something, you must remember your history. They did not allow us to practice our culture, practice our tradition, practice our faith. And today we are in the country where there is freedom of choice. Once we start genuinely understanding the story of a refugee, we'll see the challenges, difficulties, and pain they went through. 11 years ago, when we came to this country, we just came with $15, 3 people. And today, when you see, we have pretty much everything that what is an American dream we achieved in 11 years. My own family and my own children, they are doing excellent job. All these things are possible because of this country. Being a refugee means that ability of an individual who can hope and who can think of a days that this is not the only time, but there's always a hope that make them survive.